Go placidly amid the noise and haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. As far as possible without surrender, be on good terms with all persons. Speak your truth quietly and clearly, and listen to others, even the dull and ignorant. They too have their story. Avoid loud and aggressive persons. They are vexations to the spirit. If you compare yourself with others, you may become vain and bitter, for always there will be greater and lesser persons than yourself.
You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here, and whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should.
Enjoy your achievements as well as your plans. Keep interested in your own career. However humble, it is a real possession in the changing fortunes of time. Exercise caution in your business affairs, for the world is full of trickery. But let this not blind you to what virtue there is. Many persons strive for high ideals, and everywhere life is full of heroism. Be yourself. Especially do not feign affection. Neither be cynical about love, for in the face of all aridity and disenchantment, it is as perennial as the grass. Take kindly the counsel of the years, gracefully surrendering the things of youth. Nurture strength of spirit to shield you in sudden misfortune, but do not distress yourself with imaginings. Many fears are born of fatigue and loneliness. Beyond a wholesome discipline, be gentle with yourself.
You are a child.
You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here.
And
whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should. Therefore, be at peace with God, whatever you conceive Him to be, and whatever your labors and aspirations in the noisy confusion of life. Keep peace with your soul. With all its sham, drudgery, and broken dreams, it is still a beautiful world. Be careful. Strive to be happy.
You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. You are a child of the universe.
Leave down black men and dig. Reach up black men and women and pull all nature's knowledge to you. Turn you around and make a conquest of everything, north and south, east and west. And then when you will have wrought will, you will have merited God's blessings. And as you bow down to the white man today, so will other races bow down to you and call you a race of masters because of the superiority of your minds and your achievements. We must canonize our own saints, create our own martyrs, and elevate the positions of fame and honor. Black men and black women who have made a distinct contribution to our racial history. Sojourner Truth is worthy of a place of sainthood alongside of Joan of Arc. Christmas Addicts and George William Gordon are entitled to the halo of martyrdom with no less glory than that of the martyrs of any other race. Africa's produced countless numbers of men and women in war and peace whose luster and bravery outshine that of any other people. Then why not see good and perfection in ourselves? God made man lord of his creation, gave him possession and ownership of the world. And you have been so darned lazy that they've allowed the other fellow to run away with the whole world, and now he's bluffing you and tell you that the world belongs to him and that you have no part in it. I don't have to apologize to anybody for being black, cause God Almighty knew exactly what he was doing when he made me black. Me black. Me black. You race of cowards, you race of imbeciles, you race of good-for-nothings. If you cannot do what other men have done, what other races have done, what other nations have done, then you had better die. Can we do it? We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. Is any leadership that teaches you to depend upon another race is a leadership that will enslave you. That will enslave you. That will enslave you. Let me say that again. Any leadership that teaches you to depend upon another race is a leadership that will enslave you. That will enslave you. They gave leadership to our foreparents and that leadership made them slaves. But we decided to find a leadership of our own to make ourselves free men. Babylon did it. Assyria did it. France under Napoleon did it. Germany under Prince von Bismarck did it. Britain under William Pitt Arthur Chatham did it. America under George Washington did it. Africa with 400 million black people can do it. Because when the history of my suffering is complete, future generations shall have in their hands the guide by which they shall know the sins of the 20th century. I know and I know you too believe in time, but we shall wait patiently for 200 years if need be to face our enemies through our posterity. After my enemies are satisfied, in life or death I shall come back to serve even as I served before. In life I shall be the same, in death I shall be a terror to the foes of African liberty. The need to be the real Marcus Garvey I would like to be. If I may come in an earthquake or a cyclone or a plague or pestilence or as God would have me, then be assured that I shall never desert you and make your enemies triumph over you. If I should die in prison in Atlanta, my work shall not only just begin, but I shall live in the physical or the spiritual to see the day of Africa's glory. When I am dead, wrap the mantle of the red, the black and the green around me. For in the new life I shall rise up with God's grace and blessings to lead the millions up the heights of triumph in the colors that you well know. Look for me in the world when there are storm. Look for me all around you. For I shall come back and bring with me countless millions of black slaves who have died in America, who have died in the West Indies, and millions who have died in Africa to aid you in the fight for liberty, freedom, and life. The world today has gone drunk and crazy with its power, and by such to injustice, fraud, and lies have crushed the unfortunate. But if I'm crushed by the system of influence and misdirected power, my cause shall rise again to plague the conscience of the corrupt. For this I'm happy to suffer and even die, for I will write the history for the millions that are coming and leave the posterity to reckon with the host for the deeds of their fathers. They does laugh at you, return the laughter to them. If they mimic you, return the compliment with equal force. They have no more right to dishonor, disrespect, and disregard your feeling in manhood than you have in dealing with them. Honor them when they honor you, disrespect and disregard them when they vilely treat you. Their arrogance is but skin deep, an assumption that has no foundation in morals or in law.
Good evening, all my South Orange Maplewood listeners, and all those other listeners in the towns of Melbourne, Livingston, Irvington, West Orange, East Orange, Orange, and Newark. Welcome to In the Village with A&M and Marjorie on the South Orange Maplewood Online Radio Experience, and live on the World Wide Web at somo.org, and the only radio show covering all your news, opinion, politics, talk, and sports happening in the South Orange Maplewood and surrounding communities. You can listen to us every Monday through Friday from 8 to 9:30 p.m. That's Monday through Friday from 8 to 9:30 p.m. and reach us at 973-327-3626. That's 973-327-3626 to participate in the discussion. We have an interesting program lined up for you this evening, and we look forward to your participation in the discussion. Marjorie, welcome.
Thank you, Anselm. How are you?
How was your day today?
It was easy day. Every day is getting easier.
So you finished at 12 today?
I finished at 2:15.
2:15?
2:15. It wasn't empty like it was yesterday. I braved and went in yesterday.
So they didn't cancel classes because of the snow?
The city of New York does not cancel school.
Really?
No, the one
you
time
had
they
school
do.
all week?
Yeah.
So you had to drive in that snow?
Yes.
And you didn't take a day off?
No, and you know what? Why? Why didn't I take a day off?
What a dedicated teacher.
What an idiot. I don't know if that's dedication.
That is dedication.
I'm realizing that I'm institutionalized, Ansel. I mean, in the sense that, okay, that's why it's hard to retire. Because I'm like, okay, you have to be at work. You start class at 8. You should be in the car by 7. You know, you wait for the bells to ring. You know when you're supposed to eat lunch. Then you get out, and you know you're going to get a check every 15 days. And, you know, so to take the plunge and do things, even though you have a pension for life and health care for life.
So you have been brainwashed.
It's not brainwashed. It's not a brainwashing thing. It's that there's a high level of comfort, and you know what's happening. You know. You don't totally have control over your situation, but you know. It's like the people who don't, you know, I'm liking it to the people who don't want to leave jail or, you know.
Don't want to leave jail.
There are people. There's a high rate of recidivism because people
want to go back to jail
because they're accustomed to someone else adjusting their life,
demanding what they need to do, showing them what they need to do, telling them what they need to do. And you are comfortable with that?
I would have never thought that I was, because all the time when you're working, you want freedom. It's just like some of the slaves could not leave the plantation.
So
Do you
then
understand that?
why would you make any statements about it then?
What? Why would I be embarrassed or admit?
No. Why would you complain about it then?
I don't know. I mean, because I'm right here at the cusp of getting out, and I'm realizing
you happy.
I should be.
So you're not?
It's frightening. I can't believe I'm even confessing this. I hope no one is listening.
That you happy. It's okay to say you're happy. That's good.
When there is no stress, some of us go looking for it.
So you
because
happy.
that is the norm.
So you happy. When things are going so good, you say, no, it can't be. This can't be right.
Yeah, something's wrong here. So
Yeah.
I should
You go look for you go try to find something else. Right? You need somebody to come into that room and say something to stress you out. You need one of the students.
Today, so I go in and I'm like, la, la, la. I go in, one of my best friends is watching the class for me, and kids are okay, happy seeing me. There's no sigh of depression, you know. In a class that I find relatively annoying, they just
So you won depression?
took the lead and, you know, moved forward, and, you know, you walk through the halls and people hug you and up and down stairs, hi Miss Lloyd, all day. I mean, and it's like,
I've never seen you this happy.
do I look happy to you?
Yeah, you sounded happy.
I don't know if it's happiness because I need to get out and make things happen. But I am not the news story today. I mean, I just really,
She's
and I
happy,
can't
man.
even believe that I'm, you know,
I'm gonna-
expressing this
Go
in
ahead.
public. But I don't want to be institutional. I mean, and then I'm thinking I've been in this school for 13 years. So that's long enough for someone to have been all the way from kindergarten to graduation. So that's time. Who's at a job for 13 years? How many people are at one place
For 13 years?
13 years?
I was at one place for 25 years. One place. That's where I get up every day. Every day.
And so how did it feel to get out of that?
I didn't miss it.
No, but before you get out, do you know, if you're not leaving angry or mad at someone.
No, yeah, I you know I'm not gonna leave angry. The last thing I want to do is to leave any place, you know, from a negative perspective. Even though it's negative, I decide on how I want to leave that place. You know what I mean?
You know, I have no need to leave angry.
Yeah.
But it would be easier if I were pushed out rather than
Could you put on your
taking
earphones?
myself out. What are we listening to? Ourselves?
Yeah, we listen to ourselves right now.
I can't hear myself in here. I've never been able to hear myself at the song.
Sometimes you don't hear yourself.
No, well, so what's the value of it?
Well,
So we're gonna